All right, guys, so I have just under 50 days right now to find a car, source it, buy it, get the parts on order, build the car, and race Mia. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous right now. I haven't heard anything from Mia right now. I don't know if Damon has found her a car, she found a car, or what. The boys are across the world right now, so I'm in the dark. I'm gonna try to FaceTime Mia and hopefully she'll give me something.
Do you think her car is gonna be 60 grand or 60 grand?
I think it's gonna be 60 grand. I mean, I'm sitting at the table and they're looking at these crazy cars right now, so I wanna make sure she's not cheating because I'm on a strict budget. I know how to do this with the money that I'm given. I'm a little concerned with what she's doing now. I know exactly what brand I wanna get. It's Aston Martin. So much car for the money. And if I can get one myself, I want it to be black on black. It's gonna be the 4.3 or 4.7 V8. And if I can find a manual one, that would be absolutely perfect. To have a budget to source a car, buy it, modify it, I am so excited to do that and to show it with you guys and share the experience. I'm an average Joe. I don't have a crazy budget on stuff. I started off with buying my first car. I'm gonna age myself out here. 18 years ago, started with a cheap Mustang for $5,000, had a loan on it, paid it off, went up to the next newer Mustang, did the same thing with that, got a loan, got into a Saline Mustang. That was like my top tier expensive car. And during this time, the only way I was able to afford these cars was truly financing them at a really low rate. But I did my research on finding the cars under value. And then when I sold them above value. And I climbed the ladder over the last 18 years, went through Mustangs, Lexus, RC 350 for a little while, went to a Jaguar F-Type. That's where I started working at PFS. Got rid of that car, got my first Gen 1 Aston Martin Vantage at that time. After that, moved into a Gen 1 R8, a lot of fun with that car. And then I pivoted a little bit, did the C8 Corvette. I wanted to see what the craze was with that car. Got out of that and then got into a newer Vantage. That's the most expensive car by far. But to get to these cars, it wasn't just a handout. And I think it's really cool and it's gonna be super relatable to do this journey with you guys because you don't have to have a super expensive hypercar, $500,000 car, even $100,000 car to truly enjoy these builds. And it's really cool that there's an exotic market for this stuff. So this journey is gonna be so cool and special to share with you guys. And I'm pumped. I'm so pumped to see this car today. And it actually could be the one. So another reason I'm excited is, as you guys can see, I'm in a Tesla right now. I know you're gonna talk on EV cars. I did too, but this is actually a great daily driver because I got a little baby boy. But this is DDE. Damon and Dave need me in an exotic car because that's what this channel is. And so I am so excited to get back into an exotic car, even any sports car, man. You know, I got to drive Dave's squatter course to Monterey Car Week, which was
How was that?
Surreal.
Yeah.
Talk about like ultimate fan experience, guys. I followed DD before I met them 6 years ago and I was friends with them. Now I'm like, you know, best friends with the boys. For me to be able to drive a supercharged squadra course 1 of 50 to Monterey Car Week with my brother, who's also in the car scene, and go and play with these cars is absolutely surreal. I'm one of you guys. I'm here to tell you, like, it's crazy. You manifest a lot of things and like things happen. But to take that car to Monterey was so cool. Driving around Monterey, going to the events with the boys, doing stuff with Gumball, it's rad. Like the DD entourage it's such a vibe. It's so cool to be a part of. But yeah, this is my Tesla. Don't talk too It gets me around, but I need to get a car where I can truly daily drive. And I think that Aston is perfect for that. You know, a lot of people think that the cars aren't reliable. They are, as long as you maintain them, you do your oil changes with the car. The clutch is the most expensive part.
How much is that?
Clutch is about 10K.
Whoa. Whoa,
but
Jason.
If you do it yourself, you can actually get it done for sub 5, which is still a lot of money. So if you find the right one, and you don't have a clutch issue, the car's super reliable and it's very inexpensive to maintain. And I'm talking like Ford prices. Yeah. Half the car is actually Ford and part of the parts are Volvo. So if you start to kind of uncover things, you'll see Volvo on the back of the key. You'll see Ford on the back of some of the parts. So that's what I'm saying. This is a secret car everybody's sleeping on right now. And I love the brand and I'm so excited to test drive this. We found a good one last week. The guy, Greg, was really cool. We saw in the comments, like the guy was a character. The only thing that car did not have is that car was a sport shift, which means it's paddle. Otherwise, car was stupid clean. So I found this car on Auto Trader. It's 2007, so it's the 4.3 motor versus the 4.7.
Why do you want the 4.3?
So 4.3 is the first few years of that car, but that's where you find the manuals.
Oh, okay.
So the manual gearboxes of the early gens they're 4.3. It does rev out actually a little bit higher, which is cool.
Yeah.
But to get a 4.7 and in manual, it's like another 10 or 15 grand more. So I had the 4.7 Sport Shift. It was a cool car. I got to do something different. I miss having a manual gearbox. All my cars have been paddle for a while. So this car right here is a 2007. It's a 4.3. It's got 38,000 miles on it. Black on black, which is perfect because I love everything that's black on black. Makes it a good platform to wrap or, you know, get a body kit and stuff. And it's asking 45 grand.
What?
So it's 15 grand
Dude, that's
under.
such a steal.
It is. I'm telling you, dude, people are sleeping on these cars. And even for the Aston community, it's still a good deal. So
45 grand.
45 grand.
30,000 miles, V8 supercar.
And it's manual. And it's manual. And it's clean title.
It's not a disgusting paint color.
No, it's black on black. Like
Yeah,
I don't think it gets better than this car.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to get my hopes up, but it just went up a couple days ago and this car was, you know, an hour and a half away. So I think this could be the one. And if it is, like, I'm calling the boys from across the world. I'm telling them, like, this is the car. We can't sleep on this one. So I'm excited because we're pulling up right now. So let's see this thing.
Right. We've arrived. We spotted the guy.
Yeah, I saw the car already in the corner. I think this is the car. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm jinxing it.
How long has it been since you had your first Vantage of the Sun?
I sold it right in the beginning of COVID to fund my wife's engagement ring. So it's been
Good cause.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's time, man. How long have you had the car for?
I've had it for 2 years.
Okay.
Yep.
I actually got my car from Phillips.
Oh, cool.
Newport Beach.
Yeah.
That's who you got it
Yeah.
from. No way.
I found this listing, so I had Carrera 2, 2002, and I sold
Interesting
it.
Porsche, yeah.
And I was looking for this car.
Yeah.
And I was looking and looking, and I had alerts set on Car Gurus and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And this car popped up, no pictures.
Yeah.
I just saw the mileage, the year, and the color.
Yep.
And the price.
Yep.
At 9 p.m. and I called them first thing in the morning
Yep.
until they answered. I was like, I'm coming down
Dude,
there
I
to see
swear
the car.
I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I
Yeah.
swear.
And so that's basically how I ended up with it.
Right.
And I bought it on the spot.
Yeah, I know you said like cosmetically there's some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Have you had to do anything like maintenance wise or have any modifications or all stock?
I did a full annual service when I first got the car and had them check everything out.
Okay.
I had them like make sure the clutch was good, etc.
Okay.
Because as you
That's
may,
the big thing.
Yep.
Here, if I open it up and look
Please,
inside.
it's all you.
Another part on the swan doors that go up, these fail a lot. So your doors stay up.
All of the struts are perfect. Yep. Trunk, hood, doors.
All right.
Is it coming back to you?
It's so weird because, yeah, this is black on black, so the interior is spot on, but I'm not used to manual, which is making this so much better. And it has black Alcantara for the roof, which is not common. This is usually gray, so that's an absolute plus. Dash is all clean. There's gonna be normal wear and tear on stuff, but remember, this is a 17-year-old car. I'll just pop the hood. All right, but no issues with like burning oil, coolant wise, like overheating, all that stuff has been good.
Any issue with anything engine related. I think the code I pulled was it's just an emissions code from the
Okay.
CAT, and it went away, like I said,
Okay, so it has not been on, at least not now.
not for months. Yeah, it was only on for a brief period of time.
Okay.
I cleared it, got the smog done while it was clear, and then fortunately it hasn't come back on.
Okay. And you recently smogged it?
Yeah, I got the smog in the car.
It's another door that stays up, so that's a plus. You don't have to get new struts on it. There's gonna be some quirks with these cars, and that's kind of what makes it unique too.
Yeah, an old Englishman built it by hand, so.
Yeah, you see like on here, that's what like all this is, where it says hand built in England. And if you look at the engine bay, it shows you who built the motor at the time. I can tell it's been repainted. That's where like the overspray's from, which doesn't like.
You think so?
Yeah, so I guess I should clarify. I run a PPF company
yeah.
in paint.
I believe you.
So I'm not against that. I just more so to be aware of it. I think a
I'm
lot
not
of
an expert on paints.
yeah.
This I think will come with the clay bar, but you.
That'll buff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the stuff with like the orange peel usually is like a repaint.
Okay.
It actually has PPF on the front, which is good because that means that can be taken off and replaced. And then you said some scrapes on the bottom, which is going to be fairly normal for a car that's 17 years old. And the other part that would be like a giveaway would be like the trunk. There's like the 4 lines back here, so that would be more so of like showing like the paint runs. Again, it's just so you're aware of like that stuff. It's not uncommon for these cars for it to happen. It happens. And then yeah, there's just the texture on the back bumper. Having a lot of orange peel specifically in that area would mean that's been repainted, but that's not to nitpick at your car. The cars are going to be driven cars, and that's what makes them cool, is that you know, people drive these cars as they're intended.
My only car.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you gonna replace it with?
I'm gonna get a Land Cruiser.
Nice.
Just
Nice.
staying on the way over
Yeah,
here.
I want to get one.
For surfing.
Yeah, dude. That's
Just gonna get one
awesome.
with like 200K miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up surfing recently, and like I found that surfing is giving me more of a rush than driving this in the canyons.
Yeah.
It's a lot more affordable.
When you're in the city right here, even coming in here, it's
Yeah.
like stoplight.
Yeah.
At least like where I'm at, the canyons are like 2 minutes away.
That was pretty
It's open
close,
road.
but it's-
Oh, true.
it's like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Would it be cool if I did a test drive just with you? You can't come along, Mark, but you'll have to trust that it'll be a good experience.
Sounds good.
So one thing that's different on this is this is the actual key, and then push start on the 4.7
Yep.
Sport Shift.
Has
It's
the
the
crystal
crystal.
color.
Yeah, which I don't care. I'm not fancy, dude. I like that this is super minimalistic, and it's the manual version. That's a 4.3, so really cool. And the other cool thing is, let me show you, Mark. This has the left-hand side e-brake. So this is what you find on like the Murcielagos and stuff. So it's super uncommon, but it'll take a while for you to get used to that.
Not really. I did my research, you know. I probably watched 10 hours of YouTube videos before I bought this car, so I knew about all that stuff.
And it stays like the limp, and then you just push it
honestly,
down.
the thing that took me the most getting used to, which you're about to experience, is just that the clutch in these cars is tricky.
Yeah.
It's very different. Like,
Yeah.
my mom has a Miata.
Yeah.
I just get in that and I can drive it
Yeah.
without even
Yeah.
thinking. This
Yeah.
thing is a little bit more, you know, progressive and.
Well, don't get me stalling, Mark. All right, we good?
Yep.
All right. Car drove great. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice being in a manual car. It sounds good. Got on a little bit. Could I give it one small rev here? Okay, I don't know if the property. Yeah, have you heard it, Mark?
No, I haven't.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Better than me as Porsche, huh? Have you had the issue with the infamous crack on the mirrors? No. Okay. These are prone to having cracks on there. I know some of the ins and outs of these cars. I'm not gonna lie. I geek out over this stuff. So what do you think, Mark?
I think it's a really sick car. I didn't think it sounded that great in person. Sounds good.
Yeah. And just imagine this thing full straight pipe exhaust, headers, everything. Listen, I know the Porsche will have more mods available for it, but there's no way Mia's car will sound better than this. I'm telling you right now, in 2 months from now, this thing's gonna sound insane. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
The car actually is solid bones. It's black on black. It's got certain things on there that a lot of them don't have, but it does have paint issues.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff he wasn't aware of, which I believe. Remember, my industry, like, I see everything.
Dude, your vision is crazy, because you
Yeah.
would walk around and be like, oh yeah, there's these drip lines here, you see the spots there.
I felt bad. I didn't mean.
Yeah, you didn't tear it apart, but I would
Yeah.
never have seen some of those things.
You just sent me a message. You said, wait, I forgot something. Seriously? Should I walk back over there?
I
It
guess.
just texted me. All right, so we were actually a little worried. He had to come back. He said, wait, and he came running out. And the reason why is because Auto Trader has this weird app where you can't give out your personal information. So all this time we've been texting and messaging through the app, but it doesn't allow you to talk off of the app. Very weird. I don't know why they do it, but he just wanted to exchange information. So I appreciate him doing that.
All right, so the car's good and all.
So like we were
But-
saying, but it's got its, normal wear and tear for wheels. That doesn't faze me too much. The interior is actually in really good shape. It does have black Alcantara for the headliner,
nice.
which is a plus.
Yeah.
But the paint has this like weird thing going on like on the trunk where there's these lines that go down on both sides. So it's definitely been repainted, but not just there, on a few spots. So when you see like this texture orange peel, that means that the car's been repainted, and they didn't really attempt to blend it that well. So a lot of that orange peel that you see on there is just a dead giveaway. So I have to weigh if that really matters for how I'm gonna use the car, but it definitely has a point of if it's worth for value. So this does give me a little bit of room for negotiation. I talked to him a little bit about that. It is priced well, but I think I would need to price it a little bit lower to justify it, to kind of go through stuff that's like the scratches on the car. Because even though I do want to wrap the car, in the meantime for the build process, we're documenting everything. I want it to be super clean and meticulous. I think that's what takes builds to a different level when the car isn't thrashed from the start. But I am excited to see what this one takes. However, we might need to talk about one more future possibility as well, outside of the Vantage, Mark. That's actually a really good car. We're talking about budget cars. I know it's not a supercar exotic by any means, but if this was like a sub $30,000 challenge, E92 M3 all day long, for sure. Thoughts on that car?
I think it's pretty sick. I've heard that they're not very reliable. Or that, well, maybe that there's just a lot of preventative maintenance, right? It's like, you get to this many miles, you have to do this or it's going to explode.
Yeah, with the transmission and the motor. But V8 stuffed in that car, either DCT or manual, it's pretty untouchable for that car. So E92 would be a great car if we had a lower budget, but don't do that to me, Damon. I'm happy with this budget. I want to build the Aston Martin.
But just imagine what you could do.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
got one for 30 grand and put 30 grand into it.
Oh, all day long. I know they make a ton of supercharger for it. They do turbo kits on it.
Yeah.
Aftermarket support, wheels, suspension, body kit, like
ridiculous.
Insane. Yeah. Insane. That's a lot of car for the money. For $30,000, even high mileage ones for $20,000, nothing even close to it. I think it's time to call Mia.
I think so.
Because I haven't heard anything from Damon and Dave, and it wouldn't surprise me if Damon bought her a car, and I want to see if I can just get anything out of her to understand what's going on. So I'll try to give her a call right now. Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
It's just me right now. Mark's not here. Don't worry about anything. I haven't heard anything from your dad or Dave, and I know they're in another country right now, but I'm concerned that he bought you a car and you guys aren't telling me.
I can't tell you. That would give you an advantage.
Did you guys go car shopping in Canada?
No, we did not.
You're lying right now. You guys went car shopping. You went car shopping. Yes.
Possibly.
Okay, it's either that or the white Porsche you guys got.
Yeah, there's a couple contenders.
But you didn't buy anything yet.
Not yet.
I don't know if she's lying. You have a bad poker face because you're smiling a lot, but I still don't know if you guys bought a car.
You still don't know, see?
So I found cars that I like, but I don't know if it's gonna work for the exact goal, but I'm wondering if I'm getting too picky right now. And I just want to know if you guys bought a car. So is it a 991 or 997 that you guys got?
We're looking at two. I believe one's a 997 and one's a 991.
Yeah, but which one did you guys get?
We haven't gotten one.
All right, I'm not getting anything out of this. Did you go shopping for mods yet? I know you're asking questions on how to modify the car. Have you looked for like the body kit, like exhaust wheels, stuff like that?
No, we've literally done nothing. We went to August and we did some Lambo shopping for my dad, but not for me. Dad always comes for I'm second. I don't have a Porsche. I don't have anything for it yet. I have ideas, but I do not have anything yet because, like you said, he's out of the country, so.
I don't trust her. 100% bought a car.
You think so?
100% got a car, man. I actually thought I was in the lead, but she has no poker face. She's smiling. Whether she bought the car or Damon did, I have no idea. But yeah, I gotta figure something out. This car we looked at is actually a really good contender. I don't know if I need to negotiate a little bit because of the paint condition, but I think if I wait too long, he might sell it. So there's one more thing I want to throw out there. That would be, it is an Aston Martin, but it'd be a different platform and it might have the secret sauce. So I think we should go look at that right now because they're up to something. Something's going on right now, and Damon and Dave won't respond to me because they're on Gumball, so we have to take it upon ourselves, man. So you trust me?
We're on a mission.
All right. We're gonna try a different approach to all this and maybe not go after the car that I was originally talking about. I saw in the comments there was a specific thing about Aston Martin that people were saying that I should look at. So I'm gonna try this approach and see what we can find here. You can see we're at Aston Martin Newport Beach. First thing that gets my attention is this is the 2025 Aston Martin Vantage. So it's a facelift off of the previous Aston that I had. That was a 2020. So they completely redid the front end, and the interior is all brand new on it as well. But what are your thoughts on this, man?
Dude, it looks crazy. It's so wide.
And the color combination, kind of this like champagne color with the bronze.
I like the wheels a lot.
And carbon rear diffuser, chrome tips.
Yeah, look at that, guys.
Maybe not like how I would
That's pretty
spec it,
wild.
but it's a lot more wild.
Yeah.
These are brand new with the new cutouts on this
Yeah.
body style, kind of like the V12. Sadly, this is not the car that we're looking at here.
Oh.
A little bit out of the budget.
You can't afford this one?
I can't afford this one, but I want to see what I can afford, so I'm going to see what they have in their inventory.
What about that guy, Mike?
I can't afford that one either.
Really?
No, that thing's probably stupid expensive. What do you think? Maybe for Tim?
Maybe for Tim.
That's not a dig at you, Tim. I just think Tim would enjoy this.
Jason, this might be in your budget.
That might be the only thing I can afford here.
You get yourself an Aston.
Yeah, it might be the only thing.
We'll let you take it home today.
I hope there's a motor on that.
No, I think you're just going for it.
I'll just put Dave in the box. We're in a challenge right now where it's getting an entry-level exotic car.
Okay.
And my brand is Aston Martin, right?
Oh, I love it. I like this.
What on the lot for people that are at home right now, what would you say for what you guys have right now would be your entry-level Aston Martin?
I don't even have any on the lot at the moment.
There's gotta be something right now.
I will. So I'll tell you the best from my perspective. For if we're on a budget,
yeah,
and we're looking at pre-owned,
yeah,
what I think is the best value I have,
yeah,
for an asset
yeah,
at the moment. And it's close enough. 2017, we launched DB11, right, as you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Only available in a V12.
Oh, it is.
In 2017. Yep.
And prior to that, they had a V8 model.
They didn't get the V8 came after that in 2018 and a half.
Got it.
I got V8.
Got it. Okay.
2017 V12, basically like a launch edition.
Got it.
Only almost 8,000 miles on it. Super clean, raw carbon, lightning silver with black. We have some PPF on here.
Yeah.
On consignment right now. 600 horsepower, sounds amazing. One of the best designs out there. When you see it, it hits.
Very James Bond. Very long, vented hood.
Big hood.
And you got a V12 stuffed in it.
You got a V12 stuffed in there. And it's a clamshell, so it's going to open towards you. Come on,
forward.
who doesn't want that level exotic?
Yes.
That's what we're talking. Swan wing doors.
Yes.
Open them up. So this right now to me is probably the best. I would obviously recommend a pre-owned Vantage at any point, but I only have the new one.
Okay.
But for the value, it's $124,000 with a warranty, a year warranty, and it makes a fantastic sound. It's got a lot of pull. It's a great car.
124.
124.
That's actually a great buy. Actually, way cheaper than I thought it was going to be. But for what we're looking for right now, I need something cheaper.
Okay, talk to me.
How about like the Vanquishes over there?
Those Vanquishes are dope.
And what?
I'm not allowed. That's a horror. Can you scratch that? That's an old Matthew Parsons adjective.
He said dope. No, that's
I'm
good.
old.
That's good.
Quit
one
that.
of these has to be less than this.
It is. Yes. 2014.
Okay.
Debut of the Vanquish.
Yes.
Second gen.
V12.
V12, naturally aspirated.
Swan doors.
Swan wing doors, one of the best styling. We have one in a Bond color, Quantum Silver.
Yes.
Obviously, fantastic sound, great look, timeless design. With launch of Vanquish came lots of carbon.
Yep.
You've got
177 inspired things on this car.
All kinds of 177 inspired things.
Which, if you guys don't know what a 177 is, look it up right now. Insane car.
That's the next car we're gonna get.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get, but have you guys had a 177?
No, never. I've only seen him at Pebble.
We had one come through the shop. It's the same owner who has the Vulcan.
Yeah.
And we did full PPF on that car, and that car is absolutely insane. Talk about raw, the transmission, just the get.
Yeah.
It's nuts. But this has a lot of inspiration from the 177.
It does, yeah.
So,
I mean, everything, styling-wise especially.
Yes.
And this is a great bang for the buck.
It is.
Obviously, has I think right over 18,000 miles.
Yes.
Has clear bra on it. So on the front, you've got, and you're familiar with clear bra,
a little
correct?
bit. I know a little bit.
Can I tell you about that?
Yeah, a little bit.
And really clean. Leather is the things that I look for.
Yeah.
Leather up top is nice.
Stitching's all good.
Driving, it's a little dirty at the moment.
It's okay.
But steering wheel, column, you don't have a lot of marks on it.
Yep.
From jewelry.
Yep.
I mean, this car is obviously a great car for Aston.
Totally. And with the miles on it and the price point, there's really nothing that comes close to something like this.
Look at your original MSRP.
Totally.
$321,000 car.
So there's the price point we're talking about, which is for some of the other brands out there, Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, you can't find a car for that value. You get this car where someone has already owned it once or twice, and then someone who comes in like me is absolutely stoked to get into a car they would never be able to afford before, and they do so well. So this is actually a great candidate. So it's at 108. Slightly out of my price range still.
I love it. What if I told you the third time is a charm, Jason?
But you have something
But
here?
it's not here.
Is it the same car I'm thinking of?
A DB9 or a DB7?
Is it a V12?
Both are V12s.
So this is the one that I saw.
There's no pictures yet. Photos coming soon. Yes.
What are your thoughts on this car? I haven't seen it.
The DB7, it's a gorgeous color combo.
Okay.
It's Bowland black, I believe. With
perfect. It's black, so that's
interior.
good. Okay.
Let me see if I have photos.
Yeah.
Just hold on.
Which is nice because this might be a car that I can pick up sight unseen before they even put it to market, and it's a V12, which is...
It is. It's the Vantage. So
the V12 is the one thing that we have not looked at. We looked at manual V8. and I could go a completely different route, which is a straight pipe Pagani sounding V12, which is something that a lot of people have been wanting to see and hear. Looks wise might not be as cool, a bit more classic.
Classic Ford era design, which is great though. Ian Callum, penned car, famous car, one of the car that saved the company.
But how would he feel if we hacked it up and did a bunch of stuff to it?
He'd love it. No, he's doing the same thing with a Vanquish right now.
Big wing on it.
That's different.
Straight pipe exhaust.
Different.
Race wheel slicks.
It's perfect.
You think Ian would like that?
Perfect for a 70-year-old man in the desert.
That's true. That's true. But that is something that is within budget right now. It's just under 60,000, and it's a V12.
And I bet I could get it for you for even better.
It's even better. Before anyone else sees it on market too.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so
black,
and it actually had the mesh grille from the GT, believe it or not. So super rad, Bolin black, has some clear bra on it. You've got the carbon, old school carbon, which I love.
Transmission wise on this car,
automatic.
Auto, so getting really far away from, at least like some of the newer ones have a little bit more feel with the paddles on it, but it does have that signature Aston V12.
Yeah, which was not standard on the DB7.
Interesting.
Started as a 6, inline 6.
Interesting.
The DB7 Vantage, which is what you're looking at, would have the 12.
So this is basically shoehorned into that car.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
This would be fun.
Mark?
Jason, that's a good idea.
I told you I have something.
That's a deal.
You put a wing on this car?
Off camera too, and of course this guy's already, I didn't have to negotiate, he said I could work something out for you. So we're looking right now.
There's the back end.
Perfect.
Look at those pipes. Gosh, wouldn't they want a cat delete?
Yeah, I will say, when Mia's talking about me being a grandpa, this car would definitely be more grandpa, but it has a V12, which means that we could straight pipe it, and it would sound insane.
And might I show you one more?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is,
he's got multiple options.
Because I like this a lot. This is,
oh, there you go.
I think it's Gillies green, I think.
Yes.
Green over tan, and it's hard to see. DB9, so it has the V12. It's much, more contemporary. That's when they started doing more of that aluminum bonded chassis.
Sport shift transmission then.
Some bamboo in there.
Yeah.
Now this is a little more, I don't know that you're gonna put a wing on this car, but you can.
I'll have to put a wing on anything. A wing, straight pipe exhaust. We gotta lower it. Just don't tell the owner we're doing that.
I won't, but that's in really great shape. And that would be a, off the top of my head, probably about like a 65K car.
Perfect.
Somewhere in there. 65.
So that's what this is all about. It's that I'm part of a challenge where I'm going up against somebody who's me buying a Porsche, which anybody can buy a Porsche. Nothing wrong with the cars. A lot of clients, if you have friends who have them. But there's nothing special about Porsche, which is what I've been talking about for years now, of bringing a youth and a new dimension to Aston Martin, which is something that's so cool that I love that people need to see. People are sleeping on it. And I'm telling you, once they start realizing you can get cars like this, the Vanquish for that price range and V12, people are gonna start snatching them up. Let me know. Comment below if it's gonna be the V12, a little bit older car. We can still throw a wing on it, even though he said I can't. We'll put slicks on it, we'll drive it. And if you're willing to negotiate,
for you, I'd always help.
All right, dude. I appreciate you, man. Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
So
let me know when you want to come back and see him.
Absolutely, man. All right. So real talk right now. We saw the Gen 1 Vantage. It's a V8, it's manual, black on black. Seems like a solid car, but paint issues everywhere. So went and showed you guys the V12. It's a DB7 that Tim has. That's under budget as well. And he said that same owner of that car has a DB9 that he wants to sell. And Tim said he'll give me a good deal on it. So that's pretty cool. Going into there, I had no idea Tim would be willing to negotiate right away. Known them for years, great group of guys over there. Go see them, tell them that I sent you. But anyways, Gen 1 V8 Vantage versus the V12, which would be a completely different platform. The cool thing about the V12 is it would be seriously really cool to open up that car. I bet no one's put a straight pipe on a DB7 before. I've seen some modified ones, but to have a screaming V12 Aston Martin, it sounds like a Pagani. Who doesn't want that? So that is a big part of this decision, is how the car would sound. I don't know how I'd modify the car outside of the sound though. So I got to figure this out and have to figure it out soon. So this is the part of owning a Tesla or any EV that people give you crap about. Usually it's not an issue for me. Usually I'm daily driving this car Monday to Friday during the week, so I don't have to worry about charging. But when I'm driving a lot like this, like on the weekend, and you're looking for a supercharger that says they're over here, but it looks like it's under construction, dude, what am I supposed to do? Why am I driving a Tesla? Only the OGs will know how to Fiat before this, so it wasn't much better. All right, we're already here. We're gonna try it anyways. I don't care if I look like an idiot. I don't think it's working. Damn it. This is why you don't buy an EV, Mark. We're stuck. We have to go find another location. All right, just enough power to get back to the HQ. I gotta get out of this car. Today went, okay. Both cars are definitely serious contenders, but right now I've got no communication with Damon and Dave. Mia's giving me nothing. And my concern is that they have, or Damon has, secretly given her a car and they're already starting on the build. I got an Aston Martin I'm trying to build, guys. I need to order parts. They don't make a lot for it. Right now I'm unsure where the status is on things, but I need an answer from the guys because I need to get a car ASAP. That's where we're gonna end today's video. Comment below which car you guys wanna see, and comment below Team Jason because I need the extra encouragement. I need to get the ball rolling and I need to get the parts coming in now.